Welcome YouTubers. So this is going to be my first video. I'm not somebody who posts on YouTube very much. My channel is obviously very minuscule compared to some guys who have done reviews, but I did want to do a review on this safe that I just purchased. And this is a safe from a company called Homeland Security. I did a lot of digging into the type of safe that I wanted to get. There was a lot of good things about Homeland Security. I watched a couple other reviews, but I did want to put together this review just for anybody who's looking into Homeland Security, because there is definitely not a lot of videos on YouTube on the Homeland Safe, how they come, how long does it take, so I wanted to do a quick video just to answer some of those questions for folks and show you the inside of the safe, kind of how it comes. Obviously it's still here in my garage. It's still on the pallet that it showed up in just earlier today. So I wanted to give people a kind of what happens when you get your Homeland Security safe, how does it come, and kind of the process of getting it into the house and everything. And so and then a look at what it looks like. And so it did come in this cardboard kind of wrapping that went all the way around. Kind of the white stuff was on the inside. I opened this prematurely, and then I wanted to kind of put it back on to show folks what it looked like when it showed up. But it was the white stuff underneath, kind of closest to the safe, and then the cardboard, and then there was this saran wrap stuff on the outside here. And so some guidance to when you are opening your safe. And so it's actually pretty thin when you put this together here. And so what I did was I went straight with a box cutter and I sliced all the way down my safe. And I don't know if you can see it here, but I actually got a little bit of a knife, box cutter knife line straight down my new safe. And I was pretty pissed almost immediately after opening this. And so when you go to open your safe, it is pretty thin. And so don't dig too deep into the safe. Luckily, this is the back left corner here, and so nobody's gonna see it. And so honestly, if you don't have a light on it, you can't really see it all that well. And so I'm gonna take off this cardboard here and show you kind of what the front looks like here. And so one thing I wasn't expecting is I've seen lots of videos online, and this was not the logo that I was expecting. I still think it looks pretty cool. It's a pretty cool logo, but again, not the logo that I was expecting, okay? And so this, I think this is I don't remember what this one was called, pewter or something, but I did go ahead and get the electronic lock with it. And so when it comes, it doesn't have any of the prongs on it, and so I was expecting that it was going to be either in the box or in the safe. And so sure enough, it was in the safe. And when you do get these, if you read this little manual here, it does tell you that the code on this is 1 2 3 4 5 6. And so all you have to do is 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then you just kind of give this a use your man hands there and go ahead and twist that open, and then you can kind of get this open. And so so this safe is the closet size safe. And so this is a closet size safe, and this is I think it's called the level 5. And so this is the one that has, I think, 10 gauge steel in it. And it was somewhere around, I forget, after shipping, I think somewhere around $1,500 or something along those lines. And so, but this is the configuration that it comes in. And so this is the one, I think this is the standard configuration that I chose. So kind of going over the overall safe, looks very nice. I would tell you the finish of it, the inside finish is some kind of like microfiber or suede. Looks very nice, feels very nice. You can kind of see here. I would say quality stuff, and from reading a lot of reviews online, it sounded like Homeland Security was a quality brand, and also made in the United States. And that was another big reason that I did want to go with this company, is because they are made in the United States, and their safes are affordable. And so that's why I did choose it. A lot of steel, 10 gauge steel for, you know, $1,500. Fireproof rating here on there is going to be 1,800 degrees for 60 minutes, which, like I said, I shopped around a lot. Cabela's, Bass Pro Shop, Academy, Walmart, you know, all the big box shops, and nothing was even close to this for the price. And so what I did find on the inside was this box here, and I have not opened it, but I'm assuming this is all the metal handles for the outside of the door. And so just wanted to give you a look at this while it was in my garage still. Like I said, just got it. You know, one of the other things I didn't note either was I thought this was a 4-way bolt. And so these are just dead bolts here. There's a ton of them, which is awesome, but they are just dead bolts there, and you only have kind of a 3-way bolt, 3-way bolt system. And so again, just wanted to give you a look. We'll update this in a couple days, and once I actually get it in the house, and give you a kind of another overview of getting it in the house. I think it was 550 pounds or something like that, and so it's a beast. But I'm gonna have to get it in the house, and then I'll give you a review of kind of the whole process of working with Homeland Safes. Pretty easy. But it did take a couple weeks to get this safe in. I'd probably say we're closer to 5 to 6 weeks out from when I ordered it. And so, but again, fit and finish here looks top quality, just like you know, I was expecting from this brand. And so I'll update you here in a couple days. Day 2 of trying to move the safe here, and I went and got an appliance dolly to try to get this safe moved. But when I tried to get it off of the pallet, I noticed that there was screws in the bottom, and it was actually screwed down to the bottom. And so what I'll have to do is, so these are the mounts. What I'll have to do is actually take apart the entire inside here so that I can get to all the screws and unscrew it from the pallet. Something I wasn't expecting again, but that's why I'm doing this YouTube review for you guys. So I got the screws taken out, and what they were 3 screws down here at the bottom. I think I used a 1/2 inch drive or socket, and I just put it on my impact wrench, and I just buzzed those out of there, and they came out pretty quick. I did end up having to take out the shelving system, and what I found out about taking it out is that it's removable, and actually you can customize how you want it set up. And so I thought they only had one side of that gun rack shelf, but actually what I found is there's another side here that has a felt top, and then it just lifts up, just a little thin piece. It lifts up, and it actually has another one under there. So it can either be a shelf, or it can be another side of a gun rack if that's what you want. So I thought that was cool. All right, so I'm gonna get this inside, and then I'll update from there. Okay. So I got it out of the garage, used the appliance dolly to get it through the garage door and through the bathroom door and the closet door, which are significantly smaller. The appliance dolly from U-Haul and the safe sitting on it sideways with the front facing one of the sides. I was able to get it through our bathroom door and our closet door, and I think those measured 23.5 inches, I believe, is what it measured, and the appliance dolly just fit, okay? And so I do have it in the closet now where it's gonna stay. And so I did take the prongs off of it again, and I did not plan to bolt this thing down, but what I found is that once I actually opened the door without it bolted down, the entire safe tips forward. Okay, so the door is so heavy, the entire thing tips forward and lifts off the ground. Okay, and so that actually, with a young child in the house, you know, the last thing I'd want, and yeah, once I put stuff in it, sure, it's gonna sit normal, but the last thing I want is the safe to tip forward. So what I did is I kind of looked up some fasteners for concrete floor, and I went to just kind of the nearest Lowe's, and I bought this drill bit here from Tapcon. I think it was the 3/16 drill bit, and it actually had this little tip on the top of it that when I was drilling stuff in, it broke off, and so luckily I had another one just in my and these are masonry drill bits, so you can drill into concrete. Had another one just in my kind of tool kit. So I bought the Tapcon 1/4 inch and 1/4 inch and 2 3/4 depth. And so I'm about to actually drill these guys in now, and then I'll set the safe back up and it'll be all good to go. Okay, so I finally got my my safe bolted down to the ground. So I used the Tapcon screws and I got it bolted down. As you can see, the safe's a little bit more to the left than it was a day or so ago. I ended up trying to drill into the ground through the carpet just with a normal drill. I didn't use a hammer drill, and what ended up happening was the hole wasn't a great hole for the screw to go in, and then trying to torque down the screw, I broke one of the Tapcon screws into the ground somewhere over there, and so luckily you can't see it very. Actually, I think I do see it right about there, but you can't see it too much, and so I just kind of left it, and my wife was okay with it. And so but drilling in those screws was a pain. I would say, as I saw numerous times online, is to actually use a hammer drill. Don't just use a normal drill, because the hole quality for the screw is not as good. And so finally got it bolted down, and so like I mentioned before, good quality safe. I would recommend the Homeland Safe. And so this is the closet size safe. So it comes just under, I don't know, it's just below head height here for me. I'm 5'10". So good safe, enough room for me. Only got a couple guns in there. But like I said, I worked with, my salesman was George there at Homeland Safe. Really easy. Called him, about the 4-week mark to see where the safe was, and he basically told me the safe was going to be heading out any day, and sure enough it did. And so thanks to the Homeland Safe brand company, like I said, made in the US, so California, they have a lifetime warranty on their safes. Great safe, so I would recommend it. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, post comments. I'll try to update it. I am by no means an expert on safes. I'm just a regular guy who ended up buying a safe, and since there was limited videos on this safe company out, I went ahead and made a video. So thanks for watching.